Hey guys, I'm going to show you an old IBM desktop PC. This here is an IBM 330 450 DX2. Desktop computer. It's very ancient. It's from the last century. I'll try to make a video for you and show you what the first generation computers were like. This is a slide cover here, you can see. Over here we've got a CD drive and a floppy drive. You don't see this here on computers anymore. This was a 3.5-inch floppy diskette. I'll show you one of them. This is your power off on button, and these are your two lights. That's the power light, that's the hard drive light. So I'm gonna keep pausing the video off and on so I can show you this here. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna pause and then I'll open it up to show you what the motherboard looks like. Give me a minute. Pause. Alright, here we go. To open up this here, these first generation computers, they didn't have any screws to secure the cover. What you do, I've put it up right here. This little tab here, you press that tab in and then you pull the cover up. I'll show you now. Give me a minute there, guys. Alright, here's the cover off from the PC. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the inside here of the cover, and you can see the this here is the what it says here. IBM Personal Computer Systems Board 330/350 P60 series, and this is what the motherboard would look like. This is like a schematic of the motherboard. Let me see which way I want to turn the camera. Alright, first let's do the easy stuff. Jumper table for whatever that is. Oh, for the audio speakers and stuff like that. Normal diskette operation. Memory table, that's one of the more important things here. Total memory, you could go from 8 megabyte, has bank 1, bank 2, for a total of 128 megabyte memory. That's the RAM memory. 128 megabyte. That's nothing compared to what computers have nowadays. And this is the motherboard here. The layout of the motherboard. Let me see here. Turn it this way. You guys could see that. That's the processor. I'm going to show you the motherboard in a minute. And these are the RAM slots. 4 RAM slots for the RAM memory chips. And these are some other stuff on the motherboard. The battery, the CMOS battery, that battery is still good. It keeps the memory for the clock from the last century to now. And right now, today, this is April 2021, April 17th, Saturday 2021. All right, let's see what this says here. Please refer to installing options, manual for device, installation and additional memory configurations. All right, let me show you inside now. I'll put this aside. And this here, this is what an old computer looks like. I better ground myself out here. I don't want to short circuit anything. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4 memory chips that we saw on the schematic. This here is like a, I don't know, a game controller or something like that. It's got this speaker connections at the back. This here is a modem dialer. That's your motherboard here. Right in here, this is your power supply. That's your power supply here. Very basic power supply. Down in there, let me get a flashlight. Hold on, let me pause this. All right, I'm back. Let me see if I can get a good focus for you. There you could see the battery, the CMOS motherboard battery. All right, power supply, very basic. Let's see what it says here. All right, and this here is your CD drive. That's your floppy disk drive. On the back, where your peripherals plug in, here's your power supply fan. That's your power supply plug. Here, these two, this is for your keyboard. This is for your mouse. These two, I don't know what they are. That's for a printer. And this is the VGA plug for your monitor. This is what I was telling you about, the modem for your dial-up. This is back in the days when there was very limited internet access, right? You had to dial up with a 56K modem, and that's what this is here. That's for your phone line, and that's for your telephone, right? Two plugs. One for the line that goes to the landline. People don't have landline nowadays. I still have a landline. I'll show you that this thing still dials out. And these two are really can't see, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Right, let me see here now what I'm gonna do next. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pause this. All right, I'm back again. Here's what I wanted to show you. The keyboard. Okay, this is a PS2 keyboard, and this is the connector for the keyboard. Purple. You can see it's round. It's not a USB. This was before the USB ports were I don't know, invented or whatever. Here's the mouse. It's a trackball mouse. Just 2 buttons, no wheel on it, no optics. It's just a trackball. And this green is the connector for the mouse. So I'm going to plug them in now, and then I'll plug in the rest of the peripherals and power it up for you. So the mouse, the keyboard, which is the purple. Notice this flat part here. That's like the key. And if you notice, I don't know if you could really see it, but there's a key. There's only one way this could fit in. So that goes in there. And the mouse also has a flat part. That's the top. So it's a key. You can't make a mistake putting it in. Alright, so that's your keyboard and your mouse. I'm going to pause now, plug in the rest of the power, the monitor, and we'll power it up. Alright, I got the power supply plugged in, and this is the VGA for the monitor. That's your monitor. It plugs in here in the corner. So let me do that, and then I'll spin everything around and we'll power it up. Give me 1 minute, pause. Okay, I'm going to power it up now, but before we go into the operating system, I wanted to show you the BIOS. Okay, so I'm going to get into that first. Let's see what happens now. Alright, I'm going to have to hit a button here now. F1. Good. You're going back in time here, guys. Alright, this is what I wanted. I want to show you guys IBM SurePath setup, copyright IBM Corporation, 1994. Wow, 94 and then 2004. Wow, it's a long time ago. Let me see. This is 2021, so that's 21. It's like 30 years ago. And the computer still works. Imagine that, eh? Configuration, setup, utility, select options, system summary, product data, devices and I/O ports, date and time, system security, start options, advanced setup, ISA legacy resources, rapid resume, save settings, restore settings, load default settings, exit setup. I wanted to show you. Here's my mouse, see? Let's go into system summary. So to do that, we'll hit enter on the keyboard. Now check this out. This is what I really wanted to show you. Processor is an 8486 DX2. Processor speed, check this out, 50 megahertz. Okay, that is like slower than a snail, but this computer still works. Math coprocessor internal, system memory 640 kilobits, extended memory 31 megabytes, but 32 megabytes, that's the chips that we were showing you inside of the motherboard, and some other stuff. Right, this is a real ancient computer. I hope you guys appreciate what you got now compared to what we had to use back in the days. So to get out of this, escape. So we hit escape on the keyboard, and we go back to that previous screen. Use the up and down arrows. I can't give you a shot of everything at the same time. So product data, I don't know what that is. Let's see. Gives you that. So escape again gets out of that. Devices and I/O ports. I'm going to try and give you guys everything here. So you see what we had to deal with. See that? Diskette drive A, 1.44 megabyte, 3.5 inch. That's this here. Actually, let me pause now and I'll show you. Alright, I'm back again. I still have some floppy drives from back in the last century that I just happened to find them recently. I was looking for junk when I wanted to make this video. So I'll show you guys how that works. Let me escape out of here. Date and time. Time is 10:50, which is the correct time. Date is April 17, 2021, which is correct. The motherboard battery is still good, so we're going to escape out of that. All of the other stuff, I'm not really interested in that. I just wanted to show you that processor speed 50 megahertz and the RAM 32 megabyte. That's what I really wanted to show you. So let's get out of this. Exit setup. Do you want to exit setup? Yes. So on the keyboard, Y for yes. Oh, actually it's enter key. Now it's gonna boot up. So pay attention. IBM, the old logo. Don't blink. It's moving too fast. It's going through a memory check right now. If you can see on the top left, it's doing a memory check. There. You can hear it. Start in Windows 95. There you go. Look at that logo. Isn't that beautiful? Windows 95 Microsoft Internet Explorer. That's a background that I put on myself. Alright, now that it's started up, I'm going to show you a few things here. This is very basic. Alright, the color is off for some reason. This here is supposed to be red. It shows yellow as I'm filming it now. I don't know why. Could be the lighting. But let's just go through a few things. I created a folder here. On top, I created a folder with my name. And I've got some artwork there. I'm going to close that out and I'll show you a CD. Not a CD, a floppy disk. This is a 3.5-inch floppy disk. You could see this is the front part that goes in. Now when it's in, it doesn't do anything because this is mechanical, right? And the reason why it doesn't do anything because it's a moving part and it'll keep wearing out if you just keep spinning. So what you got to do is go to the start menu at the bottom here and then I gotta go back in my memory banks here to try to remember what to do. Control panel, I think. Or let me see here if I remember correctly. Wait a minute. New. All right, let's go to the start menu. Computer. Okay, I think that's it. Nope. That's not it. Go back to the start menu. I can't even remember how to do this thing, man. It's been so long. Here. At the top, that icon, my computer. If I open that up, right, here we go. Sorry for the shaky video, but I'm not a professional. So here you can see 3.5 floppy A, C, which is the hard drive, D, which is the CD drive. So this is A, control panel, printers, dial-up networking. We're gonna do some dial-up to show you guys how we used to, you know, get out on the web long ago. So 3.5-inch floppy, I'm gonna click on that. You hear that click? You hear it? Now you see the light. All right, this is what it's on. This is what is on it. I just put one picture. Open that up. You see how long it takes just to open up one picture. Hear it clicking? It's reading, mechanically it's reading that floppy disk. You can see how long it takes. Here we go. Now it opens up in Paint. See, Microsoft Paint, and this is really basic, this thing here. So that's what's on the floppy. I just wanted to show you how a floppy works. Alright, next thing I'm gonna do is show you some dial-up. Now, actually, I'll go into the folder that I had made before and show you some artwork that I had put on the floppies. There you can see, very basic. Number 2. Here. Close that out. Number 6, let me see. Here's another picture. All right. Now, let me see if I could programs, accessories, imaging, Paint. Let's open up Paint and see what happens. Here you go. Now with this, you know, you guys gotta excuse me with the video. Click on that and let's see if I could type in something here. Let me expand it a bit. That didn't work the way I wanted it, but anyhow, let me see again. And well, this is so basic. Let me get out of this and open up another one. No, I don't want to save anything. Go back to the start menu. Programs, accessories, paint. See if I can do this again for you. It's got different fonts. Let me see if I can find Arial. Yeah, that's readable. Alright, let me see if I can change the color. This is so basic. I don't know if I could remember how to do that. Now, give me a minute. IBM 330, 450, DX2. Alright, that's it. So you see how paint works. Now if I close this out, save changes, yes. So we'll save it as IBM. Save. I don't know where it's saved to, but we'll see. Might be in documents. Here. There it is. So you can see it's very basic. Not much going on. Now what I want to do, I'm going to show you how we used to dial up to get out to the web. So I'm going to pause now. Well, actually, no. I got my dial tone here. Okay, I still got a landline at home. There, so it plugs in at the back. Here, I'll plug it in and then I'll show you. Plugs in there. Right. And then I'll dial out. You can see there. Now I'm going to pause it because I got to get a number. Alright, I'm back. Now to get this floppy disk out, you just push that button and it pulls out. Now from a while back, since America Online used to give out these CDs, I kept a few of them. So I still have them. So we're going to use one of these numbers to dial out. Give me a minute. See, here's what the CD looks like. AOL 8. And that's the number we're going to use to dial. Normally the CD would go in here, but this thing is stuck. Wouldn't open. And I don't have another one to put there. So what we'll do is I'll set this up to dial. Let's get into start, programs, documents, nope. Programs would be accessories, free web, phone dialer. Okay, we go down to phone dialer. number to dial. So we're going to take this number, 1-800-605-4297. 1-800-605-4297. Right? Just recheck. 1-800-605-4297. Now, you got to listen, see what happens when I start dialing. You got to listen what used to go on long ago. Okay, here's dial. Hear that? All right, I'm gonna all right, so you see how we used to dial out. I want to try one more thing on that same dialer. Programs, free web. Let me try something here. Alright, I'm back, guys. So what I did, I'm using the free web, a program that's on here, to dial. So I put that number in for America Online, 1-800-605-4297, and we're going to see again. Okay, now listen how it used to dial out long ago. Connect. It just dialed. Now it's ringing. Let me see, hold on. I'll do it again for you so you can listen. Alright, here we go. Connect. It's going to dial. Listen. Dialing.
Calls are recorded for quality assurance. We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will only take...
I don't know if you could hear that. Let me just cancel that.
Press 1 for yes if you or someone in your household is 50 years of age or older. Otherwise, press pound.
I guess, I hope you heard it. So that's how we used to go out to the web long ago, back in the early days of computers. So that's about it. I don't